Your phone says 2:17 a.m., and there is a message on the screen that you did not type. It says, "I like how you sleep. So peaceful. My name is Aarav. I live alone in a one-room apartment in a part of the city where nobody checks on anyone. It's the kind of place where you can go missing for 3 days and the landlord just assumes you're on a trip. I liked that when I moved in. I don't like it anymore." It started on a Tuesday, a normal Tuesday. I came back from work, ordered food on my phone, ate while watching something I wasn't really watching. Then I scrolled. You know how it is. You keep scrolling because stopping means you're alone with your thoughts. And lately, my thoughts were not good company. I fell asleep with the lights on. When I woke up at 3 a.m., the lights were off. I don't remember turning them off, but I figured I must have done it in that half-asleep state. The only light came from my phone screen, which was face up on the bedside table. I picked it up. No notifications, nothing unusual. But then I saw the mirror. There's a full-length mirror on the inside of my cupboard door. It's old. The edges have black spots where the silvering has worn away. I never close that cupboard fully because the door creaks, so the mirror always faces the bed. That night I saw my reflection lying there, phone in hand, looking back at me. I stared for a second. Then I put my phone down and turned to the wall. That's when I heard it. A soft tick, like a fingernail tapping glass. Once, then nothing. I told myself it was the building settling. I closed my eyes. Tick. Again. I opened my eyes and looked at the mirror without moving my head. My reflection was still lying there, but something was wrong. Its face was turned toward me. Fully turned. My real face was facing the wall, so how was my reflection looking at me? I froze. I didn't move. I kept my eyes on the mirror through the corner of my vision, and slowly, my reflection sat up. I did not sit up. It sat up on the bed inside the mirror and it tilted its head, like it was studying me, like it was waiting to see what I would do. I closed my eyes. I told myself it was sleep paralysis. I told myself if I didn't look, it would go away. I lay there for what felt like an hour, listening to my own breathing. When I finally opened my eyes, the mirror showed a normal reflection. Me lying on my side, facing the wall. Nothing moved. I convinced myself it was a dream. The next morning, I covered the mirror with a bedsheet and went to work. I came back, I ate, I scrolled. I covered the mirror again before sleeping. That night, nothing happened. The night after that, I forgot to cover it. I was tired. I had worked late. I came home, dropped my phone on the bed, and went to the bathroom. When I came out, the lights were off. I don't remember turning them off. My phone was on the bed, screen glowing. I picked it up and checked the time. 2:17 a.m. I had lost 2 hours. I didn't remember lying down. I didn't remember falling asleep. And then I saw the message. It was on my screen, a WhatsApp message from my own number. The text said, "I like how you sleep. So peaceful." I stared at it. My hands started shaking. I looked at the timestamp. 1:43 a.m. I was asleep at 1:43 a.m. Or at least I thought I was. I typed back, "Who is this?" 3 dots appeared. Someone was typing. From my own number. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. The message came. "You know who. You just don't want to look." I looked at the mirror. The bedsheet had fallen off. I don't know how. I had pinned it. The mirror was bare, and my reflection was sitting on the edge of the bed. but I was standing near the bathroom door. So how was my reflection sitting? It was wearing the same clothes as me, same face, same hair, but it was smiling, a slow, patient smile, and it had my phone in its hand. It raised the phone and tapped the screen. My phone buzzed. I looked down. New message from my own number. Come closer. I want to show you something. I didn't move. I kept my eyes on the reflection. It stood up. It walked toward the glass. When it reached the mirror, it pressed its palm against the surface from the inside. I saw the glass flex, not crack, flex, like it was made of something soft. The reflection leaned forward. Its face was inches from the glass, and it whispered. I heard the whisper not from the mirror, but from inside my own head. You spend every night alone, scrolling, waiting. You think nobody sees you, but I see you. I've always seen you. I'm the only one who watches you sleep. I wanted to run, but my legs wouldn't move. I wanted to scream, but my throat was closed. I stood there, phone in hand, watching my reflection press against the glass from the other side. Then it did something that broke me. It reached into its own pocket and pulled out a key. My spare key. The one I keep hidden under the plant pot outside my door. It held it up against the glass and smiled wider. You lock the door every night. But I've always been inside. You just never looked. I don't know how I moved, but I ran. I ran to the door, unlocked it, and ran out into the hallway. I stood there in the dark, barefoot, gasping. The hallway was empty. The door was open. My room was dark. I could see the mirror from where I stood. It showed my room, empty, no reflection, just my bed, my phone, my charger. I didn't go back inside. I went to my neighbor's door and knocked until he opened it. He looked at me like I was crazy. Maybe I was. I told him someone was in my room. He came with me. We checked everywhere. Under the bed, in the cupboard, the bathroom. Nobody. The mirror was just a mirror. My spare key was still under the plant pot. He left. I locked the door. I put a chair against it. I sat facing the mirror with all the lights on until morning. The next day I did something I thought was smart. I took the mirror off the cupboard. I carried it down the stairs and left it by the dumpster. I watched a man load it into a garbage truck. I felt relief for the first time in days. That night I slept without a mirror in the room. No reflection, no messages. I slept through the night. I woke up feeling almost normal. The next night, same thing. No mirror, no incident. I started to believe it was over. 3 days later, I was sitting on my bed, scrolling through my phone. It was late. Around midnight, I got a notification. WhatsApp from my own number. I stared at the screen. My hands were cold. I opened the message. It was a photo of me, taken from behind. I was sitting on my bed, scrolling on my phone. The angle was from the cupboard, from where the mirror used to be. I turned around so fast I nearly fell off the bed. There was nothing there, just the cupboard. No mirror, no person, nothing.
My phone buzzed again. You took away my door. That wasn't very nice. I stood up. I backed away from the cupboard. My phone buzzed again. But it's okay. I don't need the mirror anymore. I told you. I was never in the mirror. I was always in you. I dropped the phone. It landed face up on the floor. The screen was black for a second. Then it lit up with a video of me, sleeping. The camera was close, too close. It showed my face, peaceful, mouth slightly open. Then a hand entered the frame. A hand that looked like mine. It reached toward my sleeping face. It touched my cheek. And in the video, my sleeping self didn't wake up. I looked at my hands. I looked at the video. The hand in the video had the same small scar on the thumb, the same one I got when I was 12. My phone buzzed one last time. You think you've been alone all this time, but you haven't. You've never been alone. Because every night when you fall asleep, I wake up. And I've been here much longer than you. I don't remember the rest of that night. I woke up on the floor the next morning with my phone dead, and a headache so deep it felt like something was moving behind my eyes. That was 2 weeks ago. I haven't slept properly since. I've tried everything. I've removed every reflective surface. I've locked my phone in a drawer at night. I've slept with the lights on. Doesn't matter. Because last night I woke up at 2:17 a.m. I was sitting in front of my laptop. I don't remember opening it. The screen was on. A video was playing. It was me, sitting in front of the laptop. But I wasn't recording. The video showed me from behind. And in the video, I was smiling. That slow, patient smile, the one I saw in the mirror. In the video, I leaned toward the laptop camera. I saw my face fill the screen. My eyes looked wrong, too dark, too empty. And then the me in the video whispered something. I heard it through the laptop speakers, even though my own mouth wasn't moving. It said, "Stop trying to get rid of me. You'll need me. Because when you're alone at 2 a.m., scrolling through a phone that has nobody to text, I'm the only one who's ever really here." I slammed the laptop shut. The room went silent. I sat there in the dark, breathing hard. Then I felt it. A warmth behind my eyes. A pressure. Like something was pressing against the inside of my skull, trying to get out. And I heard it. Not from outside. From inside. My own voice, but not mine. It said, "Let me in." Oh wait, I'm already in. I looked at my hands. My hands were moving. They were reaching for the laptop. I was not telling them to move. They opened the laptop. The screen lit up. The camera was on. And I saw my own face in the little camera light. I was smiling. That slow, patient smile. I tried to stop. I tried to close my mouth. I couldn't. My face was not my own. And then I typed. I watched my fingers move across the keyboard. I didn't know what they were typing until the message was sent. A WhatsApp message to my own number. It said, "I like how you sleep. So peaceful." I blinked, and for a second, in the reflection of the dark laptop screen, I saw two faces. Mine, and the one behind it. The one that's been there since the beginning. You think this is just a story. You're sitting in your room. Maybe it's late. Maybe you're alone. You're listening to my voice, and you feel safe because this is just a story. But tell me something. When you look at your phone screen right now, is your reflection smiling? Because mine is.